Hello guys, welcome back to the Bobby Cummines, OBE, the gangster.
Not a gangster, a businessman whose business was crime. Never been a gangster, never wanted to be one. I just love money and I love business.
Don't we all?
So we would call him a gangster. He would use a different slogan. This is also Donnell, by the way, guys. I don't know if you know him, but he is actually part of Kojak, Team Kojak. So yeah, he's missed out on one. We didn't want him to miss out on this one. So he's here as well. And
Can I just say something? When we get into this video, we're going to be talking about crime, obviously, because that's my speciality, talking about crime. But I'm also pleased he's here because my era, and I look at things, I don't listen to politicians, I don't read books. Well, I am a master of the Open University and I funded the RSA. But if I want facts, I go to the source. He's the source of this young generation.
Yeah.
So I'm learning off him today things I don't know. He's learning off of me things how we could change them. But the thing is I need his voice to be heard because he's talking from the street, from that generation that we're all condemning. Now, what we've got to look at is why we're condemning this generation, because we didn't invest in them, right? They go to college or university, come out with £30,000 debt, right? When I went to university, it cost me nothing. Well, it cost me nothing also because I was in prison on my lot, but it cost me nothing, all right? So what I'm saying is education is liberation, right? And liberation sets men free. And this is why he's so important, because he's going to educate me today and I'm going to tell him what went wrong from our time, so it come down and affected his time.
Yeah.
So we're looking at two sides of the coin here. Yeah. So I'm really pleased he's here today, and I met a good friend. All right, and I'll be phoning saying, "What do you think of this?" All right, so let's crack away.
so that's it. So basically, Donnell's obviously a lot younger than me. I'm obviously an old man now, but and you are.
He's still younger than me though.
Hey,
So
he's an old
your
man.
age of grace, man, so
He's an old
fine.
man. That's why they call me a legend. I'm not.
There we go. You're the
I'm
OG.
ancient.
You're the
I'm
original
ancient.
gangster, Bobby.
I'm ancient.
So
Bobby is the original OG, mate. The original
So
gangster.
we're gonna just talk about a few things that maybe
Businessman.
Bobby,
Businessman.
yeah, the businessman. Bobby. We're gonna talk about a few things that maybe Bobby hasn't really spoken about previously, and we're just gonna start off from when he was young, and we're gonna work our way through and throw some questions at him when he talks, because he likes to talk. So we'll cut him off. We'll say, look, ask him a question. But as we know, he isn't a criminal. He hasn't done anything wrong in his life. So. Starting off with you, Bobby.
That's a fib because I've been found guilty of quite a few.
Yeah, but you were stitched up.
No, I've done most of it.
So he's an honest man as well. Then.
We like that as well. Honesty's great.
Right. Well, basically, I grew up in an Irish family of kids, and back in the day, my dad used to tell me, you know, we talk about racism, and it used to be in them days, no Irish. If you went to rent a room, it'd be no Irish, no dogs, no blacks. All right. So that was the three categories of racism, right? So dogs was even classed in. We was classed as the same category as dogs.
So it's black.
No, this is fact.
Yeah, I know.
It's fact.
Oh, I've been educated.
I don't tell fibs, right? Well, basically, grew up. We played on the street. When the lights went down, we all ran in. There was none of this worry about your kids are paedophiles and all that game. Because if we found one of them, they would have been gone. And no one would have found them. But they would have been gone, right? So parents, you had loads of aunties. So if I went to your house, because we was multicultural, right? There was Italians, Indians, there's people from Jamaica, people from Africa, Irish, you name it. We had one thing in common, and that's why we were bonded like that. We was all skint, we had no money, right? So we all looked after each other, right? So that was the bond. We had that community sense of, you're my friend. There was none of that racism, because one thing, we were all poor. The ones we didn't like was the ones who was always rich. That's why we robbed the rich ones. We didn't rob each other. So I'm looking back here, and it was safe, and people cared about each other. And like his mum would have been my auntie, and his name would have been Nanny, whatever name is, you know. And we go in, all the doors were left open because it's not going to steal off her, because we ain't got it big. We shared. We're going. So when people say to me, "Have you had Chinese food?" or "Have you had?" And I've travelled the world, did you know? I've been to China, Japan, Africa, and well, you name it, I've been there, you know, and all of Europe. And of that route. I don't like hotels. I like going to the people, and I've got friends in all them countries where I'll go to them as a family and stay in their home, eat their food. So when they say you have a Chinese, I go, yeah, and it ain't the shit you're serving up over here. You know, I'm not being funny, right? Well, I'm not being funny. Same as
that cheap shit.
same as Indian food, same as Jamaican food. You know, it's not authentic. It's a totally different ball game. This is catering for the American style fatty food, I call it, because it makes you fat. As you notice, I'm fat.
Yeah, I can see you haven't eaten none of it.
Right, so what we look at is what our society is like today, right? And I'm going to take you through now what our society was like, because what I did will not be too different to what you've been up to and your mates have been up to, all right? So what we've done, we used to go down Kingsford's Good Step Row as kids, and we used to have a pull cart, like it was like a soapbox cart. And everyone thought we had it for driving on the street. No, we had it carried a little bit, right? And I'm talking about the age of sort of 8, 10. So my first racket that I got involved in, we used to sell fish and chips paper, like the fish and chip shop. We used to sell newspapers to wrap the fish and chips up with. And me and my mate Italian, Maltese Tony, he was a kleptomaniac. I think he was born a thief, but he threw off anyway. When he got the cane in school, he even walked out with the headmaster's pen. Going to Wimpy Bar in them days, and he'd nick things like the tomato thing. He'd take, okay, what are you doing? He had to nick
Souvenir.
He had to nick something. So me and him were picking up the papers, and his dad owned a sweet shop. And he said to me, they deliver them to my dad. I said, what do you mean they deliver with your dad? He said, they throw them out the van in them days outside the shop. He went, we don't have to go out and collect these newspapers. We can just go around the shop, pick a bundle up and sell them to him. Which I thought was a very good bit of business. I said, that's good. I said, we do that. So we get this bundle of papers, take it to this Polish guy in the fish and chip shop, and we give him the thing, and he clocked the date on it. It's today's date. And he went, oh, you've stolen these. I'm not paying you for these, but used them. And I got the ump, because he cut all the paper and he had the papers. And there was bomb sites in them days, you know, it was after the war. Right, and I'm after the war kid. It was in the sort of 50s, coming up towards the late 50s. And I got the ump, and there was a dead cat on the building site. I got the ump with this guy, because he hadn't give us our money. So I picked up the dead cat by the tail, all his guts had gone and everything like that. And I meant to throw it at him, and I threw it, and it bounced on his camera and went into his fryer. So,
Oh, no way. How old were you, sorry?
I was about 8.
Oh, no.
So he's had to close his shop down, can't do business. He's shouting and hollering, calling me every name under the sun. And he's gone to my dad's house. And told my dad, he said, oh, shut my shop down, you know, and my dad was a builder, bricklayer, and he was also a diamond cutter, he could cut diamonds. And he went, oh, what's going on? So he called me down. My dad was very strict, you know, I come from a totally straight family. And that's why I sort of, now I even like put money in a box for soldiers and veterans and all that sort of thing.
Right thing to do that.
Yeah, well, I'm a total royalist, so I had to do that, brought up that way. And respect my elders and respect young people and that sort of thing. And I don't like men that beat women, and I don't like men that abuse kids. And I thought to myself, but hold up, we're getting that. So my dad's called me and went, Robert, and my dad, he didn't care what you did, but if you're someone like beat the hell out of you, right? That was the rule in our house. So you had to go hands up, and you might be locked up in your room for 3 days, or you can't go out and play with your mates, so you didn't get no. And we didn't have pocket money, we had to earn our money. We all had a job in the house, that includes my sisters. We all had jobs in the house we had to do, and then we got our pocket money. And so we had to get that pocket. So what we used to do also, we used to take bottles back in them days, because they used to pay you for taking bottles back to the pubs and all that. So when I see it with the newspapers, I said to Tony, I went, oh, my dad said, what happened there? I told my dad, and he went, have you used them papers? He went, yeah. He said, so you knocked the kids?
Yeah.
He said, therefore, he said, no. You're going to pay them if you use them papers. He said, and what we do, you're going to pay them your fish and chips. So you've earned out of it and they've earned out of it. My dad was a very fair man. So we got the fish and chips. Well, the whole family got fish and chips. But then I said to him, we could do that with the bottles. So what we did, we took the bottles back to the pub, got our fragments on the bottles, because you used to have to go into the off-licence bit and give it to them, and they give you the money from the bottle. So what we did, he was taller than me, right? So I used to give him a lift up on the leg. So once they took him out and put him in the crates, we'd go over and nick all the empties and then take him to the next pub. And so Michael Frenez, the mafia guy, I said to him when they said about a gangster, I said, I'm not a gangster, I'm a businessman, business guy. And he said to me, made me laugh, and I said, "Oh, take that." He said, "You're not a gangster, you're a racketeer." And I laughed. I said, "Yeah, I'll accept being a racketeer." So I looked at that, and we just went on. And I went to good school. I was very bright. I went to grammar, but I couldn't stand authority.
Yeah.
And they're telling me what to do, and I said it
well with you.
I said it once. I said to the headmaster, which didn't go down well. I said, "I can do what I like on O.B.E. Cummines." And he said he's suspending me from school for that, and letter on to my dad. And my dad said, "Well," I said, "Well, it's true." I said, "I don't care. You can hit me. I don't care." He said, "You did say that to your master." I said, "Yeah." He went,
Fair play to you.
you know, but I got a job in a shipping office because I didn't have no criminal record. And two bent old Bill. I walked through Finsbury Park one day, and there was kids from our school who they'd been nicked. They was on probation. Right? One of them fired a starting pistol, and these two coppers come in, uniformed coppers come in. Bosch was on them and bullying them and all that. So me being me, I went, "You can't do that." They went, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm telling you, you can't do that." I said, "You've got to have a responsible adult here before you took care underage."
Yeah.
He went, "Well, you're a lawyer, you seem to know you about
Yeah, you're right.
I said, "I know my rights." I said, "You're not allowed to do that." He went, "Is that right?" They walked out, so I thought that was the end of it. This is true, because this could happen to you. They'd gone out, don't know where they went, but they'd come back with a cutthroat razor, right?
And this was police officers.
Two coppers from Stoke Newington.
Wow.
Threw it on the floor and said, "We just seen you throw that out your pocket." Nicked me for carrying an offensive weapon, a cutthroat razor. Now, don't forget, I'm an honest kid working, and I like my job in the shipping office.
No,
Doing
got
the
criminal
invoices. Got a criminal record. They've gone, took me a call. I went to my dad. I said, "They fitted me up." He went, "What?" I said, "They framed me." He went, "Policemen don't do that." He's a straight guy on my dad. Yeah. "Policemen don't." I said, "I'm telling you." He said, "Look, your mother's breaking her arm." He said, "And like they said to me, if you go guilty, it's a £10 fine. If you go not guilty, they're going to put you up the steps and you're going to go to jail." So I don't want to hurt my mum. So what I've done, I said, "Well, I'll go to guilt, £10 fine." Go back to work straight away. They've read it in the newspaper. I'm fired because you can't have a criminal record and work with invoices in the shipping office. So I'm gone. So I've got bad taste in my mouth there, right? So I thought, right, you want to show me how you think I'm bad? I'll show you how bad I could be. So I've gone in the cab because all the boys used to go with this little Greek cab. Got in there. We used to get a bit of toast, cup of tea, whatever we could afford. And I'm watching them and they're doing silly stuff, just really. Well, it was nonsense, like throwing bottles through windows, all sorts of crazy stuff. Scrapping a bit of lead off a roof or whatever they was doing, won a few quiz and cash out. So, until they weren't organised. And all through my life, I've always been an organiser. I've always been out to see the bigger picture. Yeah. So I said to them, they went, "Bobby, you coming in with us? Because now I've got a criminal record, I can't get another job."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "But we do it my way." And they went, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, there's not enough money in this." I said, "This is a business. Crime is a business." That's where the word come out. Business is crime. I said, "What we got to do? We got to have a fight with all these different, because there's all little gangs at that time around here." I said, "We got to take them away. We got to go in really violent. So we got to go to war, and then we take over it all." I said, "Cake ain't big enough for everyone to have a slice. We don't want a slice. We want the whole cake." And they went, "Yeah, all right." So we had their fights with razors, knives, hatchets, and all that. Some people got hurt badly, but I didn't care. I thought, yeah, but I got fed up with getting blood on my suits because I had nice suits.
The cheap trousers.
Yeah, I thought, no, this is good. Proper suit. This is good stuff. I'm not having this room. So I thought, in my head, this is how I thought, because a lot of the older people were like bank robbers and all that, men. And so I went, "Okay, I'll go and get yourself a gun. And if they come on us, I'll shoot them." That makes sense to me. I'm not getting blood on me. Yeah, and my clothes are clean and clean. So, and also, fighting them away, because when I fired the first one, they was all standing, a message come back, "Tell Bobby Cummings going to feed him the cats." And I went, "Is that right?" They went, "Yeah." So I went to see my friend Jerry, this black guy Jerry. He was a gun dealer, local gun dealer. And I said, Jerry, he said, he used to deal with the big guys, you know, the proper guys. I said, I want a gun. He went, what? I said, I want a gun. He said, what do you want? I said, I want a sawn-off shotgun.
How old were you, sorry?
I was 16 now.
16.
Right? I said, I want a sawn-off shotgun, but I want a box of cartridges for you, because it's no good having to come back cartridges.
You need ammunition.
I said, how much can it cost? He told me the price. I went, there's the dough. He said, I'll have it here tonight. He said, what are you going to do with it? I went, earn money. He went, all right. So I got the gun, and I let the gun off a few times on different people. Then the older ones come in to me and said, Bobby, you know, do you want to do armed robberies? I went, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I've got my own gun. Yes, yeah, I'll have some of that. I'm 16.
Gang for some of that.
Youngest person in Britain ever to be done
For armed black.
through armed blagging, 16 years of age. Wow. Right up the old Bailey. So anyway, someone said to me, one of the boys says to me, I've got a friend who works on a post office. There's a post office van that picks up money from post office and they deliver it to them, mate. I said, but we can rob that, right? Look, post office van, yeah? So I stick up the post office van, make them open the doors. This is in the middle of everywhere. Couldn't see me. I didn't care. Open up the doors. There's all the pouches in there, but they'd already delivered the money. So I mugged myself right up. I've robbed an empty van, right? No. So I get nicked for that, and I go to the Old Bailey, and they give me a 6 months senior detention centre for carrying a sawn-off shotgun and holding up a security van like post office van. So I get that
now.
right? So this is how it works. This one thing, everything's can change, right? So get that, go to the senior detention centre, meet a lot of my pals in there from different areas because I used to do boxing. So recent boxing club, used to fight boxing club. We were all good friends. And so I knew people in South London and Fitzroy Lodge Boxing Club and all the rest of them. So I'm talking to them, and they had these people in the thing they called daddies, and they used to take the sweets off you because you couldn't have fags and all that. And I was in there with a guy, and he came from South London. He was a good boxer, and a black guy, and he said, we like these two. And I noticed they bullied him because he was black, so racism was really prominent. But in my world, we didn't have that. And he said to me, you can have a fight, I can have a fight. He said, we could have these over. He said, what do you think? I said, well, let's do it. Because they had dormitories and we was in reception. So I said, right, well, we go up to each dorm. He said, I'll have your back, you have my back. I went, you're on. And me and him were good mates. So, because I knew him before from the boxing clubs. So we go in there, bash them to pieces, the daddies, so now we take it over. And I like that because that fitted in with
to make things better, doesn't it?
Well, not only that, it fitted in my plans. Yeah. And so we done that. That was the first start, really, of me seeing crime as a money getter.
Yeah.
Organised crime as a money getter. So I get out of prison, my poor old dad was waiting there. He went, how are you? I went, I'm fine, because I'm in the gym, I'm very fit. But I've seen what's gone down, how they beat the kids up, and the screws used to pick on the weakest, you know? Yeah. And I thought, you wouldn't do that outside, because I'd smash you to pieces of the face, right? So anyway, my dad, he went, all right. I said, yeah, salted. He said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to earn money. He went, no more guns and that. He said, worried my mother have her life with that. I said, no. I said, don't worry, I'm doing business. I would never tell him what I was going to do.
Business first.
And so I go back to the manor, and there's all the boys there. They've all done balls to our wife. They've had a bit of time. And then I said, now we're going to do it properly. And my dad didn't realise he gave me my first little he gave me the first idea. He said, you know them little sots around the estate? I said, Jason, they're throwing bricks through George's windows in his cafe. He said, his insurance is going up through the roof. I went, yeah? He said, yeah, now don't forget now, I'm 70, I've come out of 18, I'm alive, right? So I said, how many times the brick's got to go through the window? He went, well, 3 times, and his insurance goes through the roof.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, is that right? So I get the firm together, and there's the young kids who want to come up. I said, well, when you do, I'll give all the 5 each. See the Indian restaurants and the Chinese that are open last out there, they said, yeah, I said, I want you to throw bricks through the windows twice. You don't do it after twice, yeah? I said, so each one you do, I'll give her a 5 each. Yeah, but we're up for that. So they've gone through. So I walked in there, I was very suited and booted, and I said, this is terrible what's happening to you. You know, I said, people sitting down trying to eat a meal, brick coming through in there Monday, it's not going to come back anymore. Right. So I can stop this from happening. Yeah. I said, I can stop it from happening before it begins. Can you do that? I said, because you're kind of bad insurance. I said, but I've got insurance. We give you insurance that it don't happen to you. Yeah. I said, it'll happen to the other ones, but if you're paying us, it won't happen to you, right? How do we do it? I said, well, what you do, we come in here, we eat free, and when you're serving people their meals, you put a little bit on top, and that comes to us in cash. But we make sure, and if you get a problem in your restaurant, a drunk or anything, you pick up that phone, it goes to that pub over the road. They said, yeah. I said, and we will come and stop it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, we do that. I said, and if I don't stop it, you don't pay me. Yeah, all right. Good deal. Now they tell everyone else. And what we used to do also, if there was a restaurant and they didn't pay us, we phone up the health authorities, throw a rat in there or something, and say it's infested meat, who out because everything mine. So they'd shut down.
Otherwise you're out of business.
Yeah. We didn't have to go and bash them up. Just sling a rat in there, get a sewer rat. We knew people worked in the sewers, buy a couple of rats off them, phone up and say, you better get round here, there's rats in here and all that sort of thing. And before they got round here, the night before, we put it through the letterbox, so they'd start having a runabout, and they'd go in and go, rat, bomb, sealed off. No one would ever go back there again because they think, oh, that really rats, what we've been eating.
Yeah.
Right? So we shut down their business.
Rats have watched him running around.
And we told them that as well. We're saying, you know, we're making sure you've got no competition. So you're going to get big business. Because if you get big business, we get big money.
Yeah.
So
everyone's winning.
Then my dad said to me about our tailor. My dad used to go and have his suits made. And he said to me, you know what, Maury up the road. I said, yeah, he said, because they used to do things on the Never Never, like you pay a deposit for a suit and then you pay it off each week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But once they got the suit, they weren't paying him. He said, they're putting him out of business. I said, is that right? He said, yeah, they're all owing money. So I go and see Maury. I said, Maury, I don't want money off you. He went, you don't want money off me because I've got a bad reputation now on the man for doing guns going thing and all that. So I said, what I'm going to do with you, I said, you give me a list of everyone who owes you debts. Yeah? I said, and what I collect, half is mine, half is yours, because you ain't going to get it back. Yeah. He said, that's true. I said, but you make me a suit every 3 months. And if my dad comes in, because my dad had one made every year or 2 years, I said, you make my dad's free. That's the deal. Nice. He went, yeah, all right. So I got the boys, went round, and of course we bashed them up and we got the money. And Murray was very happy. Now he told his friend who run the shoe shop called the Brunswick. They were all high-class shoes.
Yeah.
He'd done the same. Pay now, pay a deposit, and we pay off each week, so they knocked in. So we collected that money. Our business was going really good. It was really good business. People was pleased to see us always getting it. So we thought, yeah, we can do this, and it just expanded. People had shops, was going like, windows going through. Can you sort? Yeah, we sorted. It was a beautiful income. It was the best bit of work I've ever done in my life, actually. And I was earning loads. We was earning loads and loads of money. But I said to him, look, we can't spend loads and loads of money because none of you got jobs. You've got to have a front. Yeah. So what are we going to do? I said, well, even if it's a fruit stall or something, you've got to have an income coming in. Some right.
You've got to see something.
So you can say to the old Bill, that's how you earn your money. I did pine stripping. I owned part of the pine stripping company. So we done that. And the old Bill used to walk in, and then I thought, I wanted to expand. And I thought, I know I'm good at all. I'm going to rob a bank. Right? I watched them do it, and they was telling me how they'd done it, and I thought, let's see. I can do it better than that. So I used to walk in the bank, I'd be looking at the bank where the allowance was and all that. I'd look at the week start of the bank, and then I'd have it. And that was very good. It was funny because people said to me, you're not really interested in money. I said, you like the planning and you get a buzz out of that.
Do you know what? I can fully agree with you on that. Because I was an active banker myself back in the day. Yeah. And I used to love it.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying I'm proud of that life, but I used to love
the thing is, you're saying you're proud of it.
Yeah.
I was proud of everything I'd done because as long as I did it right, what I guaranteed in my head, no one would get hurt. Yeah. I weren't out there to hurt people, I was out there to get money. Yeah. Right? Secondly, I never took liberties with people. Yeah. Right?
Only home enough to get what you need, and that's it.
If they want to be a hero, then
that's their own fault.
Every action has consequences. So if they're going to come on me, because I'm going to get, in them going to get like train robbers to get you 30 years. That's where it all went wrong. That's when the first that was where the big sentence came. Because the top way, if you got 10 years, you bad guy, really bad guy, because you didn't have PlayStations yet. You was pissing in a bucket and slopping out and all that.
Yes, I lived that as well.
And you had nothing, right? The only thing you had 2 rooms, ITV in one room, BBC in the other, and that was in association time. You had slop out. The food was crap, right? So you had someone set up in a kitchen, you would buy the best bits of food, and the rest of the prisoners had the crap. But we had things set out, and we'd have it cooked. And it was all right, but it was hard life. But we'd done the robberies, and we had one situation where a friend of mine was getting engaged. He was an armed robber, and I had the guns and the crash helmet. I used to wear black visors of a crash helmet, and we had the guns and the smothers in there. And I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, I'm going to buy my girlfriend engagement ring." He said, "I've seen it in the jeweler over there," and that's what got me on the jeweler. I said, "What do we do for a living?"
Robbers, mate.
He said, "We're on robbers." I said, "So what are you talking about? You're going to give it to them?" I said, "We go in and take the lot."
This whole fucking shit.
Right? So that's what we done. That's when I got into that bit. I thought, this is good business.
Can I ask you something? Someone to cut you off there. So you know, like when you was doing the armed blacks, because I've got a life in that world myself. You know what I mean? So I fully understand it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the viewers, they don't understand what it's like for us stepping over that threshold, becoming a pavement artist.
Yeah.
A lot of the public don't understand what a pavement artist.
Pavement artist is, and you know it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's why we class as the the so-called underworld. Right. When you're going out with that gun and you're going across and in them days it used to be the Sweeney, the armed robbery squad,
Flying squad,
flying squad,
National Crime Agency.
they come out with guns and all, so you can get shot to death, which happened
Straight away.
with Linda Calver's husband. He got shot in the back, right? So you're playing with your life because you're not actually going to armed robbery. You're going to war on society. So you've got that gun. You better be prepared to go the whole way, or you're going to get done. So I think, I don't know how you feel, but I felt when I was planning it and I'd done it, I used to have a terrible come down because I'd done it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do I wanted to do a number one.
Wanted the high.
I wanted.
You wanted to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I thought?
And the harder the bank, I used to love people say, "Well, you couldn't do that one." And I used to say, "No, you can't."
You know what?
That'll be your motivation.
This is honest to God, like back in the day, I was a pest, mate.
Yeah.
So when I was doing graft, my guys would turn around to me and say, "And you can't do that."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Watch me."
Yeah.
And because they said I couldn't do it, I'll phone someone that you don't know, and they would be turning up, and they'll have a vehicle, and we'll be going and doing it the next day.
Same.
Just because
I use my
because he said you can't do it, I'll be like, "Listen, I'm doing
I
this."
use my own phone. I never went outside the network. I used my own phone. That is why when Francis and I were talking to Michael with the Mafia thing, and I said, "Well, you know where you lot went wrong." He said, like, "We was organised, we was this and that." I said, "You were so organised, everyone knew you was together, what restaurants you were in." So when they done us, they called a firm.
Yeah.
All the rest of the armed robbers were still active. When they went into you lot, they took the lot of you.
A whole lot of them, yeah.
I said, so it wasn't good being two of
It just takes one of them.
one of them to roll over and you got the lot.
Yeah.
Right? Well, if you stick with your own firm,
No one's gonna roll.
you knew each other from school.
Yeah.
You don't go outside it. Yeah. So we done that, and then it come on top. Robbery went wrong, someone got killed.
Do you want to explain a little bit more about that, Bobby? You're right.
It's a bad place for me. It's a bad place for me because it should never have happened. They choked to death on the gag, right?
Wow.
On their own vomit. And I thought, if I'd shot them, I would have thought, well, they come to me and I'm not doing 30 years for you, mate. I'm going to shoot you. Yeah. That's what I say to people. Whoever you get caught up in armed robbery, let them have it. Don't be a hero, right? Because your life worth more than that money. And the banks are insured for it and they're all insured for it. Let them have the insurance. But don't put your life on the line because you're going to get killed. Because if you're going to put this guy away for 30 years or even a life sentence, right, he's going to pull the trigger on you.
100%.
And because you're putting his life in danger, so he's going to take.
Well, he's got a family to get back.
That's right.
No
That's
different
right.
to every
That's
everybody
right.
else.
But the thing is now, you're looking at it. And tell me if you believe after the crap they said about me, I wiped out half of North London, people getting shot and all that sort of thing. And if they caught a cold, it was me who gave it to them. If their car crashed, it was me who arranged it, If someone got carved up, this firm's done it. It got ridiculous. Thing got blew out of proportion. And I thought, bloody hell, when I was going, what's going on with this? And it's always people who are on the edge, you don't know what's really happening. And they see you in a smart suit, see you earning money, and they go, get a bit jealous. So I know him, and he's doing this and he's doing that. They don't know what we're doing because we wouldn't tell them. They wouldn't even be in our company. So that was that. Then I come out of jail and clearly manslaughter. come out of jail.
How long do you get for that?
I got a 7.5 for that, and 6 months for contempt of court.
Can I ask you something for the viewers?
Yeah.
Like, how does that make you feel knowing that you've been on a bit of graft, innocent person died?
That is the only thing I still have to live with all my life today. It should never have happened. My work was clean. I prided myself on my work being clean.
Prestige.
If I was going in to shoot someone, please believe me, I'm even making that look good.
Yeah.
Right? But where you're talking about armed robbery, no. No one was supposed to get bang, one in the ceiling,
Everyone
get
like
on
that.
the wall, bang. You know, I didn't even have to put one in the ceiling. I used to just go hit the floor or blow your brains out.
Yeah,
that's what it was, yeah. And then that was it, like, you know, and they could see that fucking thing there and they didn't want to mess.
No one plays when they see that.
So we done that. But when I did that and I went into the armed robbery game and all the other things, I mean, we had situations where people knew what we'd done, and there was, I've been said, there was a fish and chip shop, and allegedly, right, someone came to me and said, you know, the fish and chip shop your mum goes to, and then we were hard-working, decent people. We don't hurt innocents, you know,
Right.
you don't do that. Well, you don't hurt innocents, you don't hurt families. We might hurt our own because we all have our different opinions, but they said, it was Greek Tony coming, he said, it's terrible. I said, what's going on? He said, I think you better go up there and see them, they want to see you. They said, 2 Turkish guys got their daughter on heroin, they're trying to get her on the game. I went, what? And I hated heroin. I didn't mind puff, you could have your prick pills and all that, yeah. But heroin and cocaine, to me, was a no-go, because if any of my people was on there and the police caught them, locked them up, and they couldn't get their gear, they could roll over them.
Yeah, that's
right. So that was a no-no on the manor. So I said to her, I'll go and see him. And I went in there, bless his heart, you know, him and his wife, they're there from 11 o'clock dinner time till 11 o'clock at night, covered in fucking grease and everything, covered in grease and everything. And the mum's crying her eyes out. Now, my family had been going there. I went there as a sort of young kid. I said, what's going on? He told me. He said, well, these are bad people. He said, we work people. We don't want
They're good people.
this happening to us.
Yeah.
He said, oh, we need it sorted. These terrible. I said, come upstairs. So I'm going to his flat. With the lights, got the butty shop. And he's opening up the biscuit tin. It was all rolled up notes. It's obviously what he weren't paying the tax, man. He was doing corridor. And he went, you have that. He said, but make it go away. I said, well, I'll make it go away, all right. I said, this is allegedly what has been said about me, right?
Yeah.
And evidently, he offered me the biscuit tin and the money. I said, I don't want your money. I said, but if my family come in here for fish and chips, they get them free. I said, and if the boys come in one night, because we'll go there every night, come in. But no, they had the money. I went, I don't want your money. That's your money. If I wanted money, I'm not bit off for people that have got paid. You know, for that's an answer. So, and I grew up with these people. So, allegedly, I'd gone around, I got the sawn off, right? And I said to the driver, oh, Frank, this is allegedly what was put back the manor. I said, you can come round with Kennedy. That's why I called the sawn off shotgun, because my birthday's 23rd November, and President Kennedy got shot to death on the 22nd, so I named the gun Kennedy out of respect. So I said, I want one loaded with rock salt, one loaded with real buckstock, said and pick me up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, these people had a lock-up garage where they fit cars, you know, because underneath the arch of the old railway station.
Yeah.
They used to have
Garages there, you know.
So, allegedly, we went up there, and because I was always dressed in a suit, and, you know, and this is what they said, Bobby go out looking immaculate as usual. Went in there, the guy under the car got shot through the leg with a rock salt, because the rock salt was good, because it heated the blood, melts it, and so there's no forensic.
Oh, wow.
And gone in and put the red hot barrel to his brother's head and said, if you own off the manor in 24 hours, it's going to blow your brains out.
Yeah.
And they were gone. That's allegedly what happened. And I went into the little cabin. It was a drinker in them days, you know, and chaps used to have drinkers where you had to be a member going. I didn't drink, I drank a bit of lemon. And then went in there, and there was a guy in there, Alan. He went, all right, Bob. I went, yeah, all right, how's it going? Brilliant driver, this guy, absolute magic, got a will. He said to me, we heard the Turks have gone. I said, yeah, I heard that too. He said, we heard you done it from a packet of fish and chips. He said, what would you have done if they give you a pickled onion? Well, everyone burst out laughing.
Cracking up.
And I went, oh, knock it on your head. It made me
fucking get it.
It made me laugh as well. And then after that, all the robbers come on top. where the grass go with an arms thing, he'd give us guns and stuff, but we didn't know. I said to him, look, I knew it was coming close. I just know it because they used to walk in the pub, the police, and they used to go, we'll get you.
So, back in the day, like, because for me, when I was under O.B.E, covert surveillance, what they was doing on my team, and on myself, I would follow them.
Yeah.
So I would take the piss out of a proper cocky little shit myself. So when I was younger, when I realised they were following us, I would follow them.
No.
I'd pull up beside them at the traffic lights and be like, what kind of O.B.E is this, mate? Proper take the piss out.
I'll never do that. I'll never do that because
They step up their game.
what I wanted to do was keep the business low profile.
Yeah.
I used to watch the gangsters walk in all the time, giving it a large, and I think, why don't you just say, please nick me on my hair? All right, you're bringing attention to yourself. The last thing I wanted is it's attention. Yeah, because I wanted to earn money. Oh, no, I'm not gangster. Never had been. Our business was crime. I was a businessman and my business was crime. If there weren't money in it, I didn't touch
Want
it.
to be involved.
Right? So that's where my head was at. So they used to all the time and go, we'll get you. We know what you're doing. I used to go on a straight guard. What are you talking about? I'm working in a pine factory. I've got
a paper trail.
And they go,
Legit.
they go, yeah, we know. We get you. All right? But I think they was happy because at that time, crime was dropping the street. Because if anyone, was robbing old girls' purses, or
Getting it. Yeah.
we was picking them up in a van, educating them.
Yeah.
And it slowed down. So their crime figures was dropping at that time. It suited them. But I think what messed me up, got done on one, involved with Bartley's Bank Swiss Cottage. And
I know where now. I went opposite the cinema, isn't it?
yeah, I went up for trial for that, and I was only out of prison for 4 weeks when that got done, and of course they thought I'd done it. And I went up to the Old Bay on that and got not guilty,
Right.
and because I didn't do it. And I think that's when they got the umber in me. They thought you'd take a piss, and after that I was targeted. Well,
that's
and
it,
one
isn't it?
thing I tell you, people go, oh, the umbrella. I say, why do you think they call it intelligent-led policing? They don't call it stupid-led policing.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing, they've got all the time in the world. They've got all the best computers. They've got everything. They're waiting. They create all the time, and they're building up evidence. Because when they're going to come to you, boy, they're going to fucking take you. And what I said, because they was like, yeah, we're getting money. I said, listen to this. One day, law of averages, because I always worked on it. Law of averages, we're going to get X.
Yeah.
I said, so you better put money away, because if you eat the meal, please believe me, you're going to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Right? We're all going to pay for this. It ain't going to go on forever. It can't happen. And I'm always iffy about if people go, oh, he's never been nicked. I think, well, either he's got lots of money, he's bunging old bill, or he's given them bodies.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I'm iffy about people. I've done a lot of bird, but I went in clean, I come out clean. No one could ever put a finger and go, he's a rat. I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't want it done on me.
Yeah.
So that weren't in. So I come out, try to get jobs. Couldn't get jobs because I've got a terrible.
How old was you now at this stage?
I'm coming out, I'm in 28, something like that, 30s. Come out, and I did the last bit of robbery. I nicked the prison librarian, I married her, I've got a daughter by her, and we got married, and my other daughter died, unfortunately. I think, that broke me. Because it was like someone punched me in the chest and ripped my heart out.
Yeah, right.
And if anyone says, even if you had a baby that died, and anyone says, I know you're Bill, you don't, that's a lie, because it's so personal to you, But I think with that, and I see, when I walked through that hospital, I was in a little wicker basket, they presented her. I walked through that hospital, I had a row with God, because I'm Catholic, so I believe in that. And I thought, why me? I see other mothers up there with their babies, like we're talking about with my Jane's granddaughter, which I really do class as my own granddaughter, beautiful female sailor. And I thought, why not me? I wouldn't wish this on anyone. And I'll tell you something really weird, right? It was like the weight had been lifted off my shoulders, right? I think through that brutality, all the brutality went, and I got my humanity back. This may sound crazy. I started feeling for people, which before I didn't care about people at all. I never had no feeling about them at all. If you got in my way, I'm going to shoot you, you're going. Or I'm going to blow your brains out. I didn't care. Right? You're messing up the business, you got to go. You're an obstacle to be removed. Right? Now I start caring about people.
That made things a bit harder, I bet.
Yeah. And then I started doing weird things. I started observing life in a really different way. I walked through a park one day, I took my shoes off, and I walked on damp grass. And because I've been locked up in a concrete tomb for years, so I never walked on damp grass. And I watched squirrels in there, and I used to think these people walk through parks, they don't look and see the beauty of what's happening around them.
It's funny you say that, you know, Bobby. Sorry to cut you off. The reason why I say that is because I fully understand that. When I was in, because I've done all the big, I've done all the high security prisons as well.
Yeah.
So I know what it's like when you come to the concrete.
Yeah.
Everything's concrete.
Yeah.
To come across a bit of grass in a high security prison is unheard of.
You know, I said it to Ants. I said it to someone one day. I said, I had to go through hell to appreciate heaven. I had to see brutality to learn about love. Yeah,
totally.
I had to go through that. And now look, I don't want to hurt no one anymore. I mean, please God, I never. Someone said, would you shoot someone again? I said, please God, I don't have to. But if
Hopefully no one puts themselves in a
if
situation.
they put themselves in a situation and come here, I'm not going to fuck about them. I'm going to take them completely away because I know I'm going away forever.
Yeah.
Right. And if they're stupid enough to put themselves in a
so be it.
situation, then it's not what I want.
Yeah.
And everything you do, this is what I'm saying. Every action you do has consequences, and that's when I've written books now.
What's the name of your books, Bobby?
I've got 2 books. I'm not a gangster. They're 2 years old now, but everybody, 94,000 copies they sold in the first one. So it's a bestseller.
So look at this, guys. There'll be a link in the description.
Right. And the other one was called the Parkhurst Years, and I'm going to write another one later on when I sort my head out because of the baby. My head ain't in the right place. But I'm going to do another one. I'm also a honorary master of the Open University because I promoted education is liberation, and I've done it all in Nick. I did it with the OU.
Well, that's a fact there, because, you know, like people, especially young guys like myself, I couldn't read and write when I was younger, Bobby. I grew up in Kent.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And Charlie Richardson, I always give Charlie Richardson, they say, gangster, he's gang, South London torture gang and all that. He was the nicest guy. I think the world he tried. I read the eulogy at his funeral, bless him. He was the one. It weren't their prisons, because I've done all that, were there. He was the one. He was so smart. I thought, you're smart. I used to spend a lot of time with him. And he told me, he said, look, you've got a brain. Our police ain't got one. He said, so that's why they're in and out. He said, but you got a brain. He said, you could go and get education. You could do this properly. He got it in my head, and I did it. And as I say, I'm a master of the Open University, honorary master of the University. I'm an OBE. I'm a Life Fellows Royal Society of Arts. And I opened up a charity with £6 in my garage and went into the streets and got young kids away from gun and knife crime and got them training and back into work. So they was a taxpayer, not a burn taxpayer, but I'll give them their life, you know.
Let me ask you something. Do you reckon you would have done any of this positivity that you've done, all the positive things that you've done since being an alleged mad criminal that was around shooting everybody, all the positive stuff that you've done, do you reckon you would have been able to get that positive stuff done without all the negatives?
No.
Past?
No. As I said earlier, I had to go through hell to appreciate it. I see people brutalised, murdered in prisons, faces burnt off. So I had to see brutality, if you like, to know beauty. And I had to see terrible hatred to appreciate love. I mean, I didn't love no one. I can honestly say on this day, you know, the greatest thing that ever happened was when my first baby was born. That really brought back the humanity to me. But, you know, that marriage didn't work out when the other baby died, because you don't normally come back from when you lose a child. They got married again, but that was the other side of the world. I now can honestly say I'm the happiest man in the world. I've got a beautiful partner. You know, I'm going to marry her. Beautiful partner. My Jane, she's total straight girl, but she's got the most beautiful. So, and I've actually fell in love for really the first time in my life. That is a really beautiful, amazing thing. That is really a beautiful thing. And
did you ever think that you deserved love, Bobby, after all the mad stuff that we've done as young people?
I didn't know what love is. I didn't know what they was talking about. When they said they love someone, I thought you're talking about you want to jump in people's soul. Yeah, that's what I thought, you know. Or you're bullshitting to try and con some bird out of, like a nice kipping. Yeah. But no, I mean, I love being with Jane. I love talking to her, and I love her kids and her grandkids because, like, they're like, I've never had that love, and I've got so much love for them, you know. And I do my podcasts, you know, try and talk to people, tell them the truth, you know, because people can't talk about their life unless you've lived that life.
Yeah, that's true.
If they're guessing at it or they're bullshitting, like yeah. But this is where I get to the stage where I open up a charity, I get young people into training, and I teach them you can earn money, because basically what drives us all is money. Right? If you get enough qualifications, you're going to get bigger checks, right? Or if you get up in the morning, you've got a job you really like, then that's worth getting up for. If you've got a job you go into and you hate it, right? You don't want to be it. So you're more liable to go and meet a drug dealer on the corner and go, you're doing a shit job here, you're earning like 200 quid a week, work for me and I'll give you £1,000 a week. Right? That's
talking about
that. And this is why I'm saying, now I'm going to shut my mouth and we're going to let you talk.
Yeah.
Because you're going to tell us about your experience and if I'm getting it right or I'm getting it wrong.
No, you're correct. Like you said, with young people, what I come to find nowadays, myself, I'm young.
Yeah. Don't rub it in.
You can go and get minimum wage.
Yeah.
Work a really shit job.
Yeah.
Or you can go down the road.
Yeah.
See matey boy. And he's going to give you a good wage and you get loads of money. And you're going to get to chill. And you're going to get to do these things. And you're going to get the cars, the watches, and stuff like that. But then that's the thing. That's what they don't... That's what I feel like it's been glamorized to a point where people my age are not caring. Like, they'll...
The consequence.
Well, they'll care. I think also you was abandoned because... The reason you don't care is because people didn't care about you, lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's the two ends of the coin, and I'm guilty. We're all guilty of it, right? We didn't look after our young. We give this glamorous life that we had, and it wasn't really glamorous because laying in the cell next to your toilet ain't not glamorous, mate. And it doesn't smell like Chanel. So
that's right.
You're sitting there, right, and you're looking. But I'm looking at you. But what really upsets me is when I'm talking to young guys, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
They're not thick. They're very intelligent guys, but no one gives them a break.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're labelled. Oh, you come off cancer estate. You've got to be a mug. Oh, you're black. You definitely got to be a mugget.
Yeah.
Or you're dealing drugs. Or it's all this labelling.
Yeah. See what it is as well. What the youth don't understand is because obviously I'm still quite within my youth as well. I'm only 39 years of age, but I've done 13 years in jail. You know what I mean? So I understand the crime life. Yeah. However, what I try to push forward to the younger generation more than anything is that when you get a fucking 12-year sentence, mate, try come out of jail and get a fucking job.
There's another thing too.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's another,
OBE checks now.
You look at the knife crime, right? Look at the knife crime. We're having kids killing each other on the street.
That's right.
People your age killing each other. Now, if you're going out with a tool, right? I always tell people this. You're going out with a tool. People know you're carrying a tool. When they come for you, they're coming
use a tool.
with a tool, right? And you're liable to be 33 times more a victim of a violent crime than a guy who don't carry one.
Yeah.
If you're going out with a tool, right, you're going out with two, why are you carrying a tool? One, you're afraid. It's not because you're a big guy. It's because you're afraid.
Yeah. That's the biggest
Someone else has got one. So if I think he's got one, I better have one, right? Because you're afraid. You're afraid for your safety.
That's literally the problem.
Right? So that is where the knife crime comes in. Also, on these PlayStations, right, there's like the games where you nick cards, and it's killing, and they're actually showing them how to use real weapons, right? So like K47s, all the lot.
Yeah.
And so when they that to them, seeing someone shot, what we're doing, we're conditioning our own young into violent crime.
Yeah,
right? Yes, you've got it.
100%.
And so, and half of them don't know about anatomy. So if you go right, you think, well, I just juke him once. You know, I just stab him once.
Yeah, it does kill him.
And then also you've hit an artery, cut him here, and they're dead.
They're dead, yeah.
Right?
Now there's 35 years in jail.
But with that as well, there's this thing, right? When you kill someone, right, you've got a dead body, right, that you can't bring back. Only God can bring back. I can kill you, but I can't bring you back to life, right? So God's got one up on me, right? So you've got a dead body there. You've got mothers, like your mother, crying their eyes out at the loss of their child, right? And everyone goes, that little sod killed that guy, should go away for life. That guy's done that killing. His mother's crying. Yeah. His mother's dying inside because she's watching her baby put away for life. there's no winners in that game.
Yeah, it's the ripple effect.
There
It's
is no
horrendous.
winners in that game. It's the pebble in the stream. The ripples go out. So the guy's done the stabbing, he's away, but like that family's feeling the shame and the hurt, and plus they're worried about is he going to survive prison, because you know what Max is like. You can get killed some in prison easy.
Just from looking at the wrong person one morning.
And that family now, whose son's been killed, they hate everyone who's a criminal. That guy's a bit flash. He's like the one who killed my son. So you poison that family. Yeah. You've destroyed 2 families just for carrying that blade.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
We had somebody on here last week, or a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Charlie Southgate, yeah.
And
Should watch his podcast.
Charlie's a really good lad. Again, well educated, a good background, everything like that.
Just made the wrong choices.
A few people around him had died through knife crime, so he thought,
Armed himself.
so he,
That's right, the fear factor.
and
They don't carry knives.
It's fair, 100%.
They don't carry knives because they're tough guys. They carry knives because they're scared guys.
Yeah.
Right? And they don't want to die. So if it means me sticking one in you, I'm not dying because I see that kid get stabbed to death over there. No, you're getting it first. That's how it works.
Exactly.
I'll tell you an interesting story actually.
Go on, please.
This is a real story. So I was in college these times, and basically there was a party, and I wasn't there, but a group of my friends went. There was like 7 of them, and then they're walking up to this party, go up this alleyway. There's 3 boys in the alleyway. Cool. They've gone up to the alleyway, gone up to these boys. These boys are like, there's like, they basically tried to rob them. They were like, the 7 of us, 3 of them, didn't do anything. They'd all taken out knives. The 3 boys. My friends didn't have knives on them. So 2 of my friends got stabbed. One of them had a punctured lung. He was in serious condition. The other one wasn't too bad. That was the weekend. The Monday morning, we went into college. Guess what everyone had? Knives. Yeah, every single person had
I
knives.
tell you what, this is what I'm
person.
saying. We must talk, me and you, when all this is off, because you can educate me on quite a lot, and I can tell you maybe ways out of it. But don't keep putting your kids down. You tell a child, or tell a young man, tell a man, he's worth nothing. You're giving him permission to be worth nothing.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All right? You tell him you can do better, you can do this. He's gone to college.
Yeah.
And he's not fake.
Yeah.
Right? It can be, I should say personal.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is your dream in life? If I could say to you, I'll give you your dream now, what would it be? Serious.
My dream would probably be to be like self-sustainable in the sense of kind of want to be not living off grid, but kind of want to be able to have like a farm, be able to have my own shit like wow. Yeah, I don't really want to, because I look at things like wide picture. So when I look at society, I see the way society's going.
Yeah.
And it's
Not good.
yeah. So in my head, I just want to be able to, when I have a family of my own, be able to provide for them and not having them to rely on governments and things like that. So like, rely on governments and things like that. So that would be my dream, to be sustainable within myself. And it's just,
So your dream,
it's to,
let's get this right, your dream ain't to be a gangster.
no, definitely not.
It ain't to be snatching money fast, living in a fast lane where you're going to have a write-off crash. You want a quiet life, really. You want fields around you. You want a nice little farm. You want to be sustainable.
Yeah.
You want to earn money. But most important thing, and it's very good you're thinking that way, because you know what you're going to have? It's priceless. You're going to have peace of mind.
Yep.
If you follow that route, and you know something, I never had peace of mind all my life until now.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
That's one thing I do. Right?
And I'll tell you the same. I'm going to say this to you. Looking back at it, if there was a medal for being a mug, right? We all know what a mug is. I would have had a gold one at it. All right?
So I was going to ask you a question earlier. When you said to your head teacher, like, I'm Bobby Cummings, type of thing. What did you aspire to be when you said that? What was?
I aspired. I think it's little guys really, because the Crays were small guys. They were all smart. Charlie Richard, they were about 5'8", 5'7". Mad Frankie Fraser, small guy. I think the small guys like myself, we tend to have very big egos.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, my ego is 7'2", 10 foot wide. Right. I don't want to just do something. I want to be better than everyone else at doing it. If I'd have run a dog pen, my dogs would have been the best looking, the best fed. I couldn't just do that. I had to be, and I loved it when people say you can't do that, because then that gave me a challenge to go and do it. But if I wanted to do something, I couldn't have someone who was better at it than me. It was a massive ego thing. I had to do it. And that's when he said to me about, I went, I'm Bobby Cummines. I was, if you like, even at that young age, I was putting my mark down. Right? You might not be able to do anything. I can do anything because I'm Bobby Cummines. That's where I was coming from. And that's why I'm still like that today.
Yeah. It's not
I go to people and Bobby Cummines, I can do what I like.
literally,
You know,
there's no reason to feel like if
I
you
don't-
see someone do something.
I don't
you
feel
just go,
fear.
yeah.
I don't feel fear of anyone because I know I can take them out. So there's nothing to fear. I don't envy anyone because I think if I really want to do, I'll do it better than you anyway. You know, but that peace of mind, I never knew what that was because I never had that. It was all business focused. I didn't fall in love. You know, because, oh, you had a girlfriend. No, she got on my nerves. I wouldn't to. While I'm sitting with her talking silly talk, I could be out earning money and robbing. I mean, that's where my head was at. You know, I couldn't be doing with it, you know. I was concentrating on the business. I was going to make it bigger and set up there. But then you look at what I've done in my criminal world. I did that. But then you look at what I've done when I went straight. I've done it again, but I've done it in the straight world.
Yeah.
I mean, there ain't me. I was the youngest person with a sawn off, and I was the first armed robber to get an OBE.
Wow. Yeah.
You know,
That's what I was.
That's the
gonna say.
flip. It's the big.
That's right.
Yeah, to see the transformation from full-time villain,
Yeah,
arm robber,
Yeah.
does all mad sort of shit
Yeah.
in his life. The transformation from full-time villain,
Yeah.
because I understand it,
Yeah.
because I've done it myself.
Yeah.
Obviously, I ain't got
Yeah.
no OBEs yet.
Yeah.
That's still
Yeah.
it's not yet. It's,
I tell you a little secret to all you.
But how did you do it?
And,
Because that's what the public would love.
I'll
to
tell you
understand.
how I did it. I started, you know, when I said I started caring about people, I was looking at young people, and I didn't want them to have the life I had then. I wanted to have the life now, because I was started earning proper business. That's why I started up a charity, turned it in from a £6 business into an international charity. It was just a national, international. I was flying all around the world, talking to different governments and all that. And I got the bug that I could help people reach their full potential.
Brilliant.
And then I look at people like you and you're worth it, you know? And so people said, how did you learn how to do armed robbery? And I went, I learned by other people's mistakes. I used to listen to their mistakes, and that was one mistake I wasn't going to make. I got educated. I love failure in other people. Sorry to say this, because then I'm not going to make that mistake. And you're not going to make another mistake because you're in the right
That
place.
really does.
Trust you. Trust
Like
me.
you say there, you from other people's mistakes, I fully understand that. Yeah, because when I got my big sentence,
Yeah.
I was in Swellside and
Yeah.
all these other prisons. I always mingled with the bigger criminals,
Yeah.
the importers,
Yeah, yeah.
the boys that were doing
Yeah.
big, because I only see myself as I used to just be a robber and, you know, I'm throwing off you catch straps
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
But it was just graft. But when I was away in these bigger places with these other villains, I'd always find out how they got nicked.
Yeah.
And then when I got out of jail, I carried on my
But
career.
you know, the hardest thing, and it's heartbreaking, even today, you know, when I was finishing up my sentence, I was coming, and I'd have men in their 60s planning their next armed robbery, planning their, and I used to go, you ain't got another 10, 15 years in it. You get out of here, you're lucky if you've got a Zimmer frame. You know, I really did. I thought you're living in fantasy because the world has changed.
Yeah.
Young people, where we went out and we controlled that,
Yeah.
we've been away for a long time. The vacuum has been. There's young people now gone into that place, and they wouldn't let you take it off of them because you would. In them days, we wouldn't let them take it. It evolves. Violence and criminality and everything evolves in life. And when you come out of that, and you need a purpose in life because that's what you do need after you leave that. It's very easy to get into crime. It's very hard to get out of it. But when you get that purpose in life that you can see another bright light, you can see where you can go. Like his dream.
Yeah.
If I'd have had that dream, I wouldn't have been an armed robber. Right? So that is what I'm looking at. He will succeed. You know why? Because he's got the dream. And he will make that happen.
And that's what he
Right?
wants.
And also, he's got the intelligence to do it. Right? So therefore, you know, what you're looking at now is a success. Because that's what I'm looking at when I look at you. All right? No, don't.
That's coming from an original,
I know, it's a good thing.
an original
Don't-
gangster.
don't
Bobby
thank
Cummines, mate.
Don't thank me.
Businessman.
Right? All I'm telling you is the truth, right? You tell one lie, you've got to tell 1,000 of the covers, right? You don't tell the first lie, number one. Secondly, if someone's good, let them know they're good.
Yeah.
Right, and if they need assistance in pushing it that bit further, you've got ancient knowledge like I've got. That's what I'm saying. David's I'm a legend. Yeah, Tutankhamun's a legend. Mate, I'm telling you, you could pick the phone up and say, Dad, I'm doing this. How do I get around this? Or do you know anyone who's doing something similar I can business partner with? I will do it for you because I know you're serious, right? But what I say to people is, don't come to me saying I'm going to do this only. Don't give me shit, because while I'm wasting time with you, there's a guy like you who needs it,
yeah.
and I ain't got the time to give you. No.
All right, guys. So we're going to wrap it up today, but I want to thank Bobby. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Great to hear your stories. Also, we're going to hopefully get 1,000 more people out there donating for Sailor. So remember that. The link will be there, the pictures, everything's there. So make sure you use literally all link. Go up to it. Danelle, thank you. And thank you. James, don't forget the cameraman.
Don't forget the cameraman.
James
Well done,
Underground.
James.
James Underground, follow him. But I think what we want to take away from today is, especially on the criminal side, the business side, is people can change.
Yeah.
Anything in life, whenever you have a dream or a goal, whether it comes from a bad thought, good thought, you can do things in life. And if you start off bad, you could get better. Everyone has a dream. And I think the most important thing that Bobby picked up on was just helping each other believe that we can all actually achieve things in life. If we all put our heads together, we all look after each other, we will literally all help each other.
That's
The
good.
government, like you said, they're not there to help us. So us as people, as human beings, we're all the same. It doesn't matter when your religion, your colour, anything like that. If you feel something in someone, tell them they've done good. Even if you just walk past someone in the street, say hello, make them feel like they're wanted, they're welcome in this world. So I believe that's the takeaway I got from today. People get a bad name, but he's got an OBE. He's went on and he's done great things. He's helped a lot of people that you probably won't hear about, all them side of things that we know about, setting up charities and helping others. So I really believe today is just go out there, help everyone. Yeah.
You know, going back on what he says as well, is that for people to make their transformation from full-time criminal to full-time legal citizen, it takes an awful lot of effort, just to understand this, from people that are full-time criminals, money and stuff like that comes very easy because it's just the way it is. You take. But when you transform that criminal element into law-abiding citizen, it's a lot more harder for the normal person that is criminal to make that transformation. So at the end of the day, if you look at the way Bobby used to live his life and to where he is now, just like Ryan just said a minute ago, you've got to give the man credit. Do you know, a lot of positive things come from a lot of negative things, you know.
Yeah, but you say that. Just one of the things you say that. I've met 4 beautiful people today. We've got together and we've done something now for babies in Great Ormond Street Hospital, but we've also explained crime, how people get into it.
Yeah.
And what's important is, I mean, the contribution he's given.
Yeah.
He's educated me, and we must talk to each other. You know, where people go wrong, they think they know it all. When you think you know it all, you know nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Because you never stop learning. And you might be good at what you do, but someone coming along with an education that you don't know. We can't do what he does.
That's right.
Right, look how he's presented us today. He done us proud. Everyone here should be proud of yourself, because I'm going home tonight, and I've got a long journey, but I'm going home tonight, and I'm feeling good about today, something good's happened.
Yeah.
Right? And what you said, going back on what you said, only the people working together will change destiny. Politicians won't, they're too fixed in their own ideas.
That's it.
Everything they promised, they've let us down. Yeah? But look at people power. When you see people move together, you can change anything. And it's unstoppable. And when you've got that dream, like I said to you, you can do it, right? But you've got to be believing it and be willing to sacrifice for it.
Yeah.
But also, you've got now 3 more people that you're going to be able to pick up the phone to and say, I'm not sure on this, how did this work? You know? Yeah. And I'll be doing the same. Because if I'm not sure what's going on in the street with young people, I'm going to be phoning you up. You're going to say, get rid of him. He's a pain in the bum. You know?
Give us a call, Bobby. We'll sort it out. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, but really, it's been magic today, and it's thanks to you putting this all together, right? But I think credit where credit's due to all of you. You know, I've done this a lot of times, and so it was nice to actually be Bobby Cummines without saying I'm Bobby Cummines. I can do what I like with okay.
Can't forget that.
But what I'm saying is, it's nice to have people who think alike and think, not I can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it.
That's it. That's it.
Well, there is no I in team, and team stands for together, everyone achieves more.
Yeah.
So that is a fact. That's how it goes.
Now, come on, you say something.
Well, this is this experience has been quite well, not experience. Well, this whole session that we've had, it's been an honour to be sitting next to you. To be honest.
Don't worry about the honour.
No, seriously.
That tenner you give me.
And yeah, I've now made a friend.
Yes, you have.
A lifelong friend now. That I can come to for advice, and that's something that's kind of motivated me to push myself to do more. So
Absolutely.
I'm not in the dark so much anymore as well. And also I've got my friends here, and they've helped me along the way, and we've kept each other motivated, and it's really good.
I think we proved something today is we've all worked well together.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then and you know, the next contestants and the next people that we're going to have on the show as well, there's a variety of them. We've got all different types of people from the same sort of caliber as Mr. Bobby Cummines, OBE, from gangsters to people that have lived real life traumas, to people that are nurses, doctors, everyday life.
This is one thing that got me. I'm glad you said that, because what got me when I got the OBE, I thought, why me? There's nurses out there, there's doctors out there, there's road sweepers that keep us away from the bubonic plague. You know, there are people out there that really deserve to be made to feel they're worth something.
Yeah.
And you know, with an OBE, that's telling you, oh, everyone thinks you're worth something. The royalties think you're worth something, but them people were worth that as well. So when I got that OBE, that would, in my head, anyone knows I'm a bit crazy. In my head, that weren't just for me; it's for all the people that didn't get one. It's theirs as well.
Yeah.
You know, because without them, I wouldn't be where I am today.
That's true.
You know.
Again, and that goes.
And as for the Great Ormond Street people, I mean, them nurses, them doctors, them
They're
surgeons,
heroes, everyday
they're
heroes.
there because they care.
Yeah.
Even the people cleaning walls are there because they care. Right, they're getting paid, but what, peanuts? Yeah, I could teach matter of pain. They get better paid than that.
Yes,
Right, but the thing
You
is,
get the big bird with it, though.
yeah, get the big bird with it. But the thing is, I think respect is what we got to get, and we've got to get our self-respect back.
Yeah.
Because pulling a gun on someone and respect, that's fear.
Yeah, that's right.
You make them afraid of you. When you give, if you want respect, first off, you've got to give other people respect.
Can I ask you something just before we leave this? So, from your criminal days to your days of being OBE, upstanding member of society, is your life better? And the only reason I say this, Bobby, is because obviously for me, I already know the answer to that, but the public don't.
All right.
Now the public justify criminality and like it's a great thing, but
Is my life better? A million times better. Because there's one thing I've got in my life now, which is beauty, peace of mind, and I actually got love in my life. And that is priceless.
But price down.
No.
well said, Bobby. Well said.
Thank you, Bobby.
Well said.
No,
Cheers, mate.
thank you all.
Thank you, and thank you for having Bobby on the show today.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Take care.